All right. What's up, y'all? What's up, fam? Y'all, I just been thinking, just been reflecting on society at large, just my life in general too, but with everybody. And this is what started my journey. Nothing changes until you get sick and tired of being sick and tired. It's like when you get tired of everything, that's when everything finally starts to change. I was pissed off, man. I was pissed off because I feel like I waste a lot of time and a lot of energy being around the wrong people, right? Just accepting less out of life, accepting being broke, working at a job where you hustling all day, you giving these people all your time, all your energy, and it's like you're not really getting anything back in return. But breadcrumbs from the job, and then when you get that money, it's like you barely have enough to cover your current expenses. On top of that, bills or debt that you got to pay off. I got tired of being in certain relationships with certain women. It's like the argumentative, combative, loud woman. You know what I'm saying? I got tired of being around that, and it's like it ain't all women, but a lot of times you run into women nowadays. They are and they masculine. Now, I want to run into something feminine, right? And it's like you get sick and tired of being sick and tired. I got sick and tired of being fat. I got sick and tired of being out of shape. I got sick and tired of looking at my bank account and really not seeing nothing. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, yo, how is it that I'm dedicating all my time to this job, even two jobs, and you just have enough to pay expenses and food and groceries, but you don't really have anything to save up. You know what I'm saying? When you get sick and tired of being sick and tired, that's when you're going to start changing. We don't give a yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. Nobody cares. That's a whole fact. That's another thing. When you know really nobody really cares about you, when you understand that, that's when you'll start changing too, because nobody really cares. All the issues and problems that you have, looking the hell? Oh, this a whole racist. Yeah. So that's what did it for me, man. That's what really made me want to change. You got tired of being looking the way you looking, feeling the way you feeling. Maybe a lot of y'all struggle with your confidence. Maybe you're in abusive relationships. Sometimes it's even your family that'll do it to you. It's your family that'll beat you down, that'll neglect you in certain ways, and you get tired of being around them. You get tired of the environments that you're in, right? I got tired of the energy I was around. I got tired of feeling down and depressed and all these different things. So I had to grow. I had to find my way out of that situation, right? So that's the key to change, man. That's a real key to your change. Is you getting sick and tired of being sick and tired. When you tired of being in the same environments, doing the same thing with the same people over and over and over and over and over again, that's when you get done, right? So I went on my journey, man. I had to cleanse my energy out. Me getting tired of being around negative energy, toxic people, being around fake friends. That made me want to cleanse my energy so much and start doing a meditation, right? And start going, going for my walks and things of that nature. Start going and investing in different opportunities, investing into myself. And it's like when you do that, when you really start investing into yourself because you want more out of life, when you want to change, when you want to evolve, when you want to get yourself to the next level because you're tired of year in and year out doing the same thing and the same thing over and over and over again, a lot of people are not going to like that. Not everybody's going to like that, right? A lot of your friends are not going to like that. Fellas, if you talking to certain women, they're not going to like that. It's like Everybody is in love with you when you're this lower version of yourself. But that's because they could control you. They can control that lower version of you. They could that's that they can read that version. That version of you was predictable, right? And so when you start to change, it makes people start to feel nervous because familiarity breeds contempt. Nobody likes what they can't recognize in you anymore. When you start to change, it's going to make a lot of people uncomfortable, but it's not about anyone else. You're changing for yourself. You're changing because you want more out of life. What's up, God, gun, and fishing? What's going on? You got to want more for yourself. Even right now, um, I'm sick and tired of seeing everybody sad about the world right now. You know what I'm saying? A lot of I was on a train yesterday. I saw somebody on the train crying. I'm tired of seeing the world in this low place, man. You know? FRC Fana, what's up? How you doing? God gonna fish, and I appreciate you, man. Salute, salute. I appreciate the subscribe, man. Yeah, so when you really want to change your life, when you get tired of being depressed, I was dealing with everything: depression, anxiety, not having any money, not feeling sick. Like I wasn't even eating the right foods. I wasn't even putting the right foods into my body. I was feeling so low and sick and constipated, and I was fucked up for a while, you know? I had to really change because I really didn't even feel like myself to begin with. Um, what's up, Levy? Boxy. What you mean by Boxy? All right, bro. Peace out. And what's up, y'all from Turkey? What's going on, Turkey? Yeah. And I got tired of walking around for me in my head about a couple things. What I got tired of not being in the right place mentally, my mental health, right? You get caught up in the world and working and entertaining your relationships and going to work day in and day out, but you're not really investing into yourself. You're not really fixing yourself. You're walking around broken. Some of y'all walking around mad all the time, depressed, frustrated, miserable. I got tired of being around miserable ass people. Every time you try to be happy, every time you try to be happy, you go around people that want to pull you right back down. You got good news, they coming to you with bad news, right? You trying to get in shape, you trying to get healthier, but they always get putting some fried chicken in front of your face. Man, don't gotta be fried chicken, but they trying to put all the. It's like I got tired of being around people that was trying to sabotage me. When you're gonna try to glow up, you're gonna come across individuals that are trying to sabotage you. You're gonna come across people that they really don't want to see you do better. And what I realized is I was around some people that would intentionally try to sabotage because they were afraid that if I leveled up in life, that I'll leave them behind. So the sabotage was really designed to maintain close proximity. They don't really want me to level up like that because if I do, they're afraid I'm gonna leave them behind. Which is what makes me want to leave them behind because if you're my friend, if you really care about me, you want to see me level up. If people really care about you, they're gonna want to see you do better. But people are in such a scarcity mindset that they want to keep you down and underneath their control because now there is guaranteed they have access to you, right? America, what's up, my boy? And so change is the only thing, man. You know, I got tired of not liking how I was looking even in the mirror. Now I love how I look. How many of y'all wake up every day and you looking in the mirror and you're not even proud of how you look? You might be feeling fat. Your eyes might be tired. Your health, it's not even a fitness thing. Your health might be off, right? How many of y'all are confident in what you see when you look in the mirror. You know what I'm talking about? How many of y'all know that you have these different addictions or bad habits that you know you need to get rid of? You said you're going to stop smoking, but you're still smoking. You say you're going to stop drinking, but you're still drinking. I got tired of all that. Nowadays, I don't really do drugs like that. Let me be honest with you, because it really don't serve me. I feel a lot better being sober, right? Some of y'all are tired of being nice. There's nothing wrong with being a good person and being helpful, but when you operate in that energy, a lot of people are just going to take advantage of that. And it's the nice people, it's really the good people that get hurt the most. It's the good people that are available, that are helpful, that really get used and hurt the most like it's nothing. And after these people take what they take from you, they gone. They don't really care, right? And it's like you gotta change out of that, right? And I remember I cut so many people off a while ago because you get tired of being connected to people that just got negative energy. You got good news, they come to you with bad news all the time, right? You trying to build yourself up, they always got some negative comment to say. They're broke and you trying to get rich. You trying to make money and they always coming to you and asking you for money. And that's another thing, man. You have to, when you're making money, when you're climbing up, you got to make sure to protect yourself. Because all of a sudden, when you finally have money in your pocket, it's like now everybody wants you to be their savior. All of a sudden, your friends need a little bit of help. All of a sudden, people that you used to know all of a sudden reach out to you and asking you money for medication and what? Like, I didn't even know you still have my number. I didn't even know you followed me on Instagram. And I got tired of, what made me really want to change is I knew I deserved more. I knew I was capable of more. I knew there was more things I could be doing in my life because I saw my own potential. When I got away from the world and I put myself into isolation, I was able to start seeing my own potential. I was able to start seeing and envisioning myself living a better life, looking better, feeling better, dressing better, right? Having a lot more money. You see what I'm saying? I started to see that for myself and I started to act on that. Nothing's gonna change until you change. You get tired of the fake friends. People that just want to come around you when they need something. They saying one thing in front of your face, and then when you turn around, that same friend, you come to find out is spreading lies about you. Some of y'all are around fake friends right now, and the reason why they're fake is because some of them are jealous of you. Some of them are hiding their intentions. They don't want you to know how they really feel about you or what they're really saying about you behind your back because they want to maintain access. Some people want to be with you not because of who you are, but because of what you have or what they see you have, right? Get away from them fake friends. Get away from toxic people that always tying you to drama. Every time you turn around, your name is in drama, not because of you, but because of what they're saying about you, right? Some of them are telling lies because they don't want the truth to come out about you, because if people were to find out how great you are as a person and who you really were, they'll want to be around you, right? I was around people that it's like they go on, it's like these narcissists. They go around and they lie. They tell lies on you. They lie on who you are and what you do and all that. And then now everybody's going around of a certain image of you that they created, but the image is false. And now when people find the truth, they stop dealing with them. Some of y'all got friends like that right now. You know what I'm saying? The truth will hurt though. Truth hurts. The truth hurts. When you find out all this time that the person that you was being so loyal to is disloyal to you. And loyalty in today's time is very rare. Very rare, my friends. That's why I always make sure to be loyal to myself before anybody else. You got to know that there's a lot more out there for you, but you can't find a better life for yourself. You have to create one by recreating yourself, by going in a lab with yourself. So, man, I got so tired of being around negative people. Negative, sometimes it's your parents that'll pull you down, that'll beat you down, that would try to discourage you from creating a better life for yourself, right? You got family members pulling at you. You get yourself involved with the wrong people, you make the wrong decisions, you start losing money, you start losing progress in your life. All of a sudden, these goals that you have start going away. I got tired of all that in my early 20s. And I made the big decision to just cut a lot of people off. Let me see. Yes, I did. You can say if I brush of course I brush my teeth. I did brush my teeth. What kind of sick do you have? Get the rest. In every way. My body felt sick. I was skinny fat. You know what I'm saying? To where my body was really small, but and on top of that, I didn't have any muscle. So my body was like super small, muscle soft. I didn't have no definition or nothing. But when I looked in the mirror, I'm like, damn, I look like shit. You know what I'm saying? And that made me want to get in the gym because I've been in shape before, right? Through high school, playing basketball and track. And I'm looking at myself like, how did I get to this? Like I became a lesser version of myself, right? Because I'm wasting time being around the wrong people, being around people that'll bring me down, right? Um, Eating the wrong foods, just getting out of yourself, right? Because you stress eating, because you're going through stress, you're going through college, you're going through, yeah, bro. I am also skinny fat. Yeah, that's kind of the worst. I mean, but you're in a really good position though, because you already lean. Most people's problem is that they're really obese and they big and they have to shrink down. Now your issue is okay, you small and you don't have any muscles. Yeah, I understand. Yeah, so it's real easy to do, and it's you can do it at the same time. You could build muscle and burn the fat at the same time, bro. I'm gonna tell you. So first of all, look at the previous short I did and some of the workout videos that I have on my channel. What you need to do, you need to get started on a strength training program, right? You need to be doing your squats, your push-ups, but it's really a nutritional thing. So you need more protein, bro. More protein, right, and less fat. So cut down on the rice. cut down on the bread a little bit. Drink nothing but water. Drink, eat all of your calories and drink water, just water. Don't drink your calories, right? Just eat food and drink water. And eventually you'll start to lose a lot of that fat that you have in your body and everything start to clear out, right? Says some hi from Turkey, bro. What's up, Imre? What's going on, man? Imre, I do it, bro, but take gainer. Ain't nothing wrong with taking a gainer or a protein shake, right? Or creatine. There's nothing wrong with that. But your body naturally produces creatine, right? So I would say to you, eat more protein, bro. I don't know if you eat chicken or beef or fish, whatever. Eat more protein, right? Eat more protein and just drink nothing but water, right? Have healthy foods in your plate, just vegetables, protein, vegetables, you know, clean carbs, brown rice, potatoes, your yam, your plantain, stuff like that. That will, and with your training, train every day. Push-ups, squats, dips, pull-ups if you have a park available to you, or just lifting weights. Or look at, I'm gonna drop some fitness content after this. Look at some of the exercises I do and practice those, right? I started going crazy in the gym because I got tired of not looking how I know I can look. Like I started to tap into a superhero body. I'm like, man, I got all this weight, and then I graduated with my exercise science degree. Yeah, I train, but I train 3 times a week. That's fine. That's really good, actually. If you train 3 times a week, that's really good, right? The average person doesn't even train 3 times a week. So you're in a really good position, bro. Um, Again, every day, eat up, eat up. I don't know how many days or how many times a day you eat, but make sure that you get in more protein. Make sure that you get rest, right? Make sure that you drink nothing but water. That's going to help you to clear out your skin. That's going to help you to lose some body fat as well. And every day, if you can, go for a walk. Get a good walk in. That'll help you to lose some fat as well. But where you build the muscle is in those training sessions, do nothing but resistance training, right? Your bench press, your bicep curls, your squats, push-ups, pull-ups, dips. 4 times a day I eat. That's perfect. Now it depends on what you eat. Again, you need more protein, clean carbs, brown rice, even some white rice, but in moderate portions, right? Not a lot of carbs, just a small amount of carbs every day, vegetables with your meal, and water. And you're putting your body in a perfect position to where you're in an anabolic state and you're going to continue to build muscle and get proper rest too. 7-9 hours of sleep. Yeah, I am working and doing more than 6,000 steps. That's perfect. You're in the right spot, man. You got it. You're going to be good. You're going to be just fine. So, yeah, whatever change you want to make with your life, do it now. It's already about to be 2026. You know what I'm saying? And if you're still around people that you don't like, or who you know don't like you, get rid of them. Life is too short and the world is changing too fast to still be around people and tolerating BS, tolerating backstabbing behavior, fake friends, fake people. You know what I'm saying? Life is too short to tolerate being broke. Look at your bank account. Look at the subscriptions that you have. Are you using your subscriptions? Are you wasting money on pointless things? You're eating out too much when you know you shouldn't. You're buying all these different things when you know you could be holding that money back for yourself to grow. Or do you have credit cards and stuff that you know you need to pay down, but you're not? Life is too short to be around people that you're really not happy to be around or happy to be with, and to not go after what you want. And I'm not saying do anything stupid, but I'm just saying, like, you only live once, and I think a lot of people are a lot more capable than what they think they are. I always see a better version in the people that I come across, and you are. And usually I'm right. I'm usually right. I'm usually able to pull out a better version of the people that I come across. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all tired of not having knowledge. Sometimes it's a knowledge thing. Like, damn, like you don't know enough. Sometimes it's not about lacking of resources, but you don't know enough, right? So I started reading and studying all day, every day, reading like, 20, 30, 40 pages from this book and then listening to audiobooks. Those are the things that I did to really enhance my awareness as well, because there's so many opportunities around you, but you're just not taking advantage of it, or you're not aware of how powerful you are as a being. So the knowledge that you gain can help you to tap into higher levels of yourself, which can help you to create better relationships, make more money, right? And make those changes in your life, credit, whatever, about all areas of your life, not just fitness. Bro, you have slightly sore throat. Hearing about word. Now I'm good. I don't have no sore throat, bro. Yep. Sick and tired of being sick and tired, man. And it's like the thing with me is just fake people, man. Fake people. People that you show up for, and there's nothing wrong with showing up for your friends or family. But it seems like when you need that same support in return, they gone, right? They gone. They're unavailable. They're always busy. They got something to do. You better be available for them. But when you need them to be available for you, they ghost. They're gone. Can't tolerate that anymore. Sugar, what's up, Sugar? So my boy. Yeah, and I got tired of not even liking and enjoying how I look in terms of how I dress, right? The fashion and the style. All areas of my life needed transformation, right? So I started to tap in and buy different clothes, and now they call me Mr. H&M. Some people call me Mr. H&M out here, but the changes I made in my life first started with tears, crying, disappointed with myself, not even with other people. Yes, there's things that people do to you that's fucked up, and you're like, man, but you can't blame anybody but yourself. At the end of the day, some people may have done horrible things to you, but now it's your responsibility, right? It's on you to make those changes within yourself so that you can create a better life for yourself, right? So that you can create better relationships. And sometimes what I got really tired of was being in certain environments. Like I needed to get out of the state of New Jersey, right? Just being in the same environments to make you tired. Because what do you call it? Sugar, not no sagar. What's up? So just being in the same environment, sometimes it's not you. Because I met a lot of people that told me, yo, man, I got to get out of New Jersey. Or people that revisited, they say, yo, I can't be here anymore because something's wrong with the people out here. And I heard that from so many people. The people in New Jersey are just, I don't know, people crazy as hell out here. Being around the crackheads, and some people are really strange out here, man. Like most of the people that I've met out of nowhere that you think you're trying to network with, all along they're trying to sabotage you. All along they're trying to destroy what you have because they're mad. And that's what happens when you're in a small-minded environment. When you're in an environment where the town or the city is small and people think small, you become mediocre being in that environment, right? So sometimes you just have to get out of the same environments to where the people aren't growing and everybody's kind of settling for less, and everyone becomes mediocre, and that weighs you down when you're trying to go up and you're trying to be great, or you're trying to level up in life. You can't be around people that still think the same, still act the same, still eat the same food, still dress the same, still talking about the same things they talked about in high school, right? Still dealing with the same type of women, right? Still they're not exposing themselves to nothing new, nothing more, and that'll bring you down. I got tired of that too. See what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Where are you from? I am India. Well, I'm from Guyana. I'm from Guyana in South America, but I'm in USA. I'm in America, bro. Yeah. I'm so tired of being, and every time I step out of New Jersey, when I go to like New York or something like that, or out of state, I feel like a completely different person. I become a completely different human being getting out of this state, New Jersey, right? Because I don't know what it is. Uh, People just low vibrational, and I'm not saying it's everybody. I'm not condemning everybody, but it's most of them. God damn. Sometimes it's your environment. Sometimes it's literally your environment, right? Your life is only going to change when you change it. And then the thing with manifestation too is a lot of people want a better situation for themselves. They want to change their body. They want to create better relationships, healthier relationships. They want to meet better women. The women want to meet better men. But you keep attracting the same things and people to you because you haven't changed. You want to remain the same but get different things. You have to first make changes within yourself so that you can find the changes, the different changes that you're looking for in the world, right? So I can't say, man, I wanna look like this, I wanna be jacked, but I'm only working out once every other week and I'm eating everything in sight. You're not gonna change anything with that, right? You can't say I want to be around different individuals, people that are making more money into different things, but you still coming around your same friends, but you're hoping and wishing to run into different people or run into new people. Like you got to, and sometimes these changes hurt because, especially when it comes to relationships, when you're so used to being around certain people, you don't want to. Sometimes you feel guilty. You don't want to betray people. You don't want to. You don't want to feel like you don't want people to say, "Oh, you switching up. You acting different. Who you think you is now? You think you better than somebody?" Some people try to accuse you of thinking that you're better than them because you want to level up in life. Some people are going to see your changes as a form of betrayal because they're saying, yo, we grew up together, we did the same things, ate the same food, went to the same places, had the same, not same women, but you dealt with women in the same city. So like, what's all this? You switching up? You ain't doing drugs, you ain't drinking and smoking all day no more. You ain't eating out all day, you in the gym all the time. What's this? And when those are your really close knit friends, it can feel like, or they'll try to make you feel like you're betraying them. You think you better, right? Nah, I don't think I'm better. I just want better for myself. And I'm telling you, when I got away from toxic people, my whole face changed, my energy changed, and everything, right? Um, Bro said, "How to meet the good girlfriend among all of cruelty?" That's a good ass question, my boy. Maxim Soul, boy. Yo, honestly, nowadays it don't really seem like it's a lot of good women out there, bro. I don't know. But you're gonna have to do, you're gonna have to, he said out of all the cruelty. What you're gonna have to do, man, is you're just gonna have to meet people, right? That's the only way to find out, to meet, to network, to go socialize. There's people everywhere, people out walking the streets, if you're going to certain functions, or if you're in a city where there's like a downtown area where there are a lot of restaurants or bars and clubs, you could meet people in there, but only time will tell when you're around people, when you meet different people, bro. Cause yeah, a lot of women out there are cruel, and some of them Some people in general, this is people in general, a lot of people try to dress themselves up as if they're a good person. I like to use religious people for an example. There's a lot of religious people that I came across, Christian, Muslim, that they want you to believe that they're a good person just because they're in religion, right? They put themselves on this moral high ground, right? You know, they make themselves look like they're so upright and righteous and they're always doing the right thing, but underneath all that is cruelty. Underneath that is manipulation and games. Underneath that is trying to take advantage of you. So it's the same thing you could say with women, right? Some women out here, I notice, try to play the good girl, but they try to play the good girl to get a good guy. Then all of a sudden they let the cat out of the bag and they're just cruel. They try to mess your situation up. They try to use you or whatever it is. Some of the greatest celebrities in the world this happened to. So you ain't nothing special. I ain't nobody special. Like, I remember my boy Tyrese. Shout out to Tyrese. Tyrese keep on running into these damn women that after a while of being in a relationship with them, they let the cat out of the bag. All of a sudden they trying to use him for his money, use him for this, and he thinking they really want him for him, right? And sometimes it's just about what you have, whether you're a celebrity, whether you got a nice car, whether you living in a nice apartment, a nice house, you got nice clothes, you got some status, some stain on social media. So the only way to really know if a woman is really good outside of all the cruelty is to just meet women, bro. Meet them, you know what I'm saying? Get into relationships, but take things slow in terms of how much you give or how much you share, because you can be in a relationship with a whole monster and won't even know it. Some people out here be in relationship with monsters, but you got to know how to look at the signs. You got to know how to detect the red flags, right? You got to, because sometimes people will tell you who you are. You just don't want to believe it. You don't want to believe that somebody's trying to use you because you like them so much, or y'all built the relationship and the connection so much, but they're really there to use you. They know the right things to say. They know how to love bomb you. They know how to butter you up and tell you the right things, but outside of that, they're just in there to try to get from you or take from you. They don't even intend on loving you or doing right by you. You know what I'm saying? And I ran into those. Everybody runs into those situations. I ran into those situations myself, right? Yeah, nowadays I'm not. You ain't even have to. That's a whole fact. A lot of women out here in today's day, it's like what's really going on is a bunch of fucking. Everybody meeting and hooking up, and that's why the damn STDs and HIV is going sky high too. I was looking at the news, and a lot of the HIV cases is crazy. The STD cases are crazy. That's all people are doing. Nobody's really interested in marriage. Nobody's interested in like solid relationships. It's all type of stuff going on. Like, the world is losing a care for marriage. Me too. Like, I don't really care about marriage like that anymore, right? Because I don't really see the benefit in it, you know, because seeing these horror stories out here in Hollywood or just people in general got me completely like not even interested in marriage. But you're right, bro. That's all people are doing. Meeting up, linking up, and fucking. You meet this person for everybody's in all these different relationships, having 3, 4, 5 partners at a time. Yeah, that's what's going on, man. That's exactly what's going on. Just linking up, meeting new people, fucking people cheating on each other left and right. People in marriages, women cheating on their husbands, husbands cheating on their women, on their wives. So I even heard of Neo. Y'all heard of Neo? Neo out there, he got like 4 women, 4 girlfriends. I ain't mad at him because in the times that we living in, that's the route we going in anyways. Because so many men are being emasculated, right? So many men are in jail in the LGBTQ community, which is that's their lifestyle. I'm not saying anything bad about it, but Yeah, the men are scarce. Women are everywhere, right? There's so many women everywhere, and the men are scarce. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it's gonna be. It's gonna have to be. You're gonna have multiple women nowadays. If you ask me, looking at the numbers. Yep. But I say, bro, I don't know what your situation is, but I say, have your fun too, right? I'll just say, have your fun, do your thing, and if you come across a woman that you want to be serious with, then there's nothing wrong with that, and there's nothing wrong with being in isolation in terms of not always being with somebody or not having that sexual relationship with somebody. There's nothing wrong with taking the time out from that because sex is a serious thing in terms of exchanging energy, and my energy is super important to me. But I don't want to be laying down with the wrong person. Sometimes you be laying down with the devil, somebody that got bad energy, carrying a lot of trauma, carrying some demons in them. Some of them are energy vampires. You laying up with them, y'all having sex with whatever, but without even realizing it, they're taking your energy through sex. They're siphoning and extracting your light through the sex. You know what I'm saying? So before you know it, you left drained. You wonder why nothing in your life is going right. Your car, you get into an accident, your finances get messed up, whatever. And it's like all these negative things start to happen. That's because you've been laying down with a devil. You've been laying down with a demon. You've been laying down with somebody that's been taking your energy. So I say, man, you gotta vet people out here. You gotta kind of test people sometimes, right? You gotta you gotta take your time with how you move with people. Don't get caught up in the beauty. You know, I've overcome that. Don't get caught up in the beauty. Look at people for who they are, not just for what they got, and because you'll get manipulated, and end up being with somebody that just take everything from you. I've met dudes. I've had this. My cousin told me he had this friend. My cousin got this friend where the friend with this girl, and she looked good, or whatever, but she be abusing him, beating his ass. Yeah, having sex is pretty, but having sex having sex is good, but just with a pretty girl. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with enjoying yourself, brother. You know, it's nothing wrong with enjoying yourself, but make it worth it. Be with somebody beautiful. Be with somebody that you trust. Be with somebody that you have a connection with, and y'all just not having sex for the sake of having sex, and then y'all running around with other people. That could be too many energies, and that could mess you up, mess your mind up, mess your spirit up. So ain't nothing wrong with finding you a baddie or a pretty girl you want to be with. Make sure that connection is there, right? So that in case you want to get serious, that could be the person that you build that relationship with. Definitely don't be with nobody you don't want to be with. But I had this person I know, my cousin had this friend. The girl looked good, but she's abusing him. She disrespecting him, she emasculating him, she talking down to him, she's using him for his money, etc., etc., etc. And it's like, even me, I've been in situations like that. The girl look good, the sex she giving to you is good too. So you don't want to let her go. But it's like she too toxic, bro. She's too toxic for you, and you're not gonna have a peace of mind, and your life really won't be together because of who's in it, because that woman is in it. You know what I'm saying, bro? Are there any techniques for the? Hold on. Uh, are there any techniques for the prolongation of energy exchange during sex? or that's toxic. Nah, bro. Well, I don't know what you mean. You talking about if you talking about how to protect your energy, or you talking about how to you lasting longer, that's what you're talking about? How to last longer? If you're talking about protecting your energy, you really can't. You've already opened yourself up. You already opened up that chamber. So now, right? Now it is what it is. The only thing to do is kind of cut that person off or remove yourself from that relationship and do a spiritual detox. You could detox your energy through meditation, through cleansing the body, right? To cleanse the body is also to cleanse your energy. Go out in nature, go for walks, put your feet in some grass, go walk alongside the beach. Just the energy of nature. Nature is gonna cleanse your energy. But you talk about how to last longer in bed, bro. You get a damn Viagra. Oh no. But they got all type of methods I researched too about that, how to last longer. This Japanese man, he was on his podcast, his really famous podcast, and he was talking about how to prolong your ejaculation. And he was saying how they practice this technique where they masturbate, but they masturbate but they don't ejaculate. And then they go again, masturbate but they don't ejaculate. He said that this prolongs your ejaculation throughout sex because you're training your penis to always get to a point where you're about to release, but then you don't. So that actually prolongs, how you last long. That actually makes you last longer. Then there's all type of wet towel methods and stuff like that too. Yeah, man, I'd rather be with the right one. And it don't always have to be a right one, but I'd rather be with a woman that I feel is really benefiting me, taking stress and all of that out of my life, helping me to have more fun than to be around a toxic girl that she bad, but she just draining you. You losing money, you losing sleep. Your life is a whole mess, but she fine and the sex is good. I mean, that's cool for a period of, I ain't gonna hold you, that's cool for a period of time. I'm probably lying to y'all. I'll probably fold a little bit. Y'all talk about, but after that, I can't do that for too long, fam. Most of my life I spent being a what do you call it? What do you call it? I spent being more so wholesome. I ain't wholesome no more, but it's a balance to it. Because like I said, man, I ain't looking for no marriage out here, especially more so in America. I ain't really looking for marriage like that because like my man said, I think it was Maxim, yeah. Most of these women out here are really just looking for a fun time. And if you out here stuck on trying to be in a relationship, a lot of times you ain't gonna have anything going for you because I don't know how old you are. I'm assuming you're the same age, early mid 20s, late 20s, early 30s, maybe. Everybody's out here just having fun. There's nothing but a bunch of fucking and clucking going on out here. So if you're looking for a serious relationship, you might. Everybody's just having fun. Everybody's having fun, doing anything and having fun. Watch out for them STDs, man. Especially in the South. And that's crazy because I'm low-key trying to move to the South, man. I ain't gonna hold you. South is beautiful. I got some family down there. It's cheaper down there. But y'all watch out for them STDs. For everybody getting HIV is crazy. But have your fun, but just protect yourself, man. Not only protect yourself sexually, but protect your energy. Some women are energy vampires. They coming to you, they coming around you because they're trying to soak up your masculine energy. They're trying to siphon you, right? So they can use your energy to manifest success. You know what I'm saying? And you wonder why you broke and you turn around shorty driving around in a BMW. You know? Yeah, people out here try to siphon your energy. But I'm about to cap this off because I gotta head out. Bro, how long often continuous of sex for the best energy exchange? This is a man asking me, yo. How long often the continuous of sex for the best energy exchanging? It's the mental, the mental connection is the most important. That just comes with time, with communication and speaking, with building our relationship. I don't know what you're talking about. And then the chemistry. The chemistry is based off of how y'all mentally connect with each other. From my experience. So, good talking to y'all. All the changes that you really want to make in your life, you really have to get to a point where you get sick and tired of being sick and tired. Like I said, I was going through battling depression, anxiety. I was even thinking about checking up out of here. I ain't gonna hold you. And those are the things that were in my mind, but I realized it wasn't more so me, it was the people I was around that was pulling me down, right, at that time. So get away from negative people at all costs. I don't like being around negative people. If you're negative, you gotta go. You gotta protect your energy, protect who you spend time with, protect who you eat with. You gotta protect. You worried about sex. You gotta protect yourself from who you eat around, right? The energy that you have around you when you eat food is important too, because if they're negative, that can create a negative biochemical response in the food. So when you eating it, the food is coming in more toxic. Protect yourself from the people that you hang around, that you spend time with on a day-to-day basis. If you got coworkers that are negative, separate yourself from them. And cleanse your energy, right? And I got tired of realizing I know I'm capable of a lot more and my life can be more, but I'm just kind of wasting it being around the wrong folk, making wrong decisions, not really take care of my finances the way I should. So I really cut a lot of people off, and I just got locked in on myself, on my goals, and I started having these dreams and visions of what I know I could accomplish, and I just started working all day, every day towards it. Everything ain't perfect, but I've accomplished a lot of what I wanted to accomplish, right? And so y'all lock in, man, lock in, and the world is changing so frequently. And I say there's no time to waste. You should just be spending most of your time investing into yourself, whether that's your mental health, your finances, your career, relationships. You know what I'm saying? Like, cut out everything that you don't like about your life. Fix everything that you don't like about yourself and just focus. Forget about the TV. The TV is always going to be there. The news is always going to be there. The friends, the party, and all that stuff is always going to be there. But you only have one life and one opportunity to really live your dreams or to make these changes you want in yourself, because time is always going. I always understood that time is always ticking. Before you know it, a lot of people had these things that they wanted to do and accomplish, and these things they wanted to change within themselves, change their body, change their wardrobe, right? Change their environment, get out of state, do this, do that, and then they never do it. And seeing that pain of regret and a lot of people that I once looked up to made me say, oh, nah, that's not going to be me. So, love y'all, man. Hope this live brought you value. Hope I entertain y'all too. And let me know what you think about the content so I could, keep making it better. Peace.